Hello, my beautiful fans. It's been one hell of a week with so many red candles across the crypto market, but we might have already seen the worst case scenario. All in all, today we're going to concentrate on XRP and how much value this coin has. To be honest, most people do not comprehend the value of this crypto. On top of that, today we're going to talk about an important article written by Paul Krugman, who's an established opinion columnist editor for the New York Times. He's also a distinguished professor in the Graduate Center Economics PhD program. Even with all the accomplishments today, Paul, I will probably disagree with all your comments. Anyway, let's roll that intro and get started. What's up, guys? Welcome to Money Side, where we let the money do the talking. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and let's make this money together. With all his accomplishments, Paul Krugman has had some recent strong comments about the crypto community at large, and him being a well-known personality, it's hard not to notice his opinions. I'm not about to question Paul's good judgment, no siree. His points have some context, but not entirely true. As you can see from this tweet, Paul acknowledges that Bitcoin has been around for quite a while, but from his perspective, he doesn't see any legal use for the coin besides being a rebel of the fiat currency. Honestly, since the innovation of Bitcoin, we've had several cryptos in the mix, including XRP, with uses outside the crypto world. In fact, XRP does something that even stable coins can't at the moment. This coin acts as the bridge between both worlds. Stable coins are always pegged to a specific currency. For illustration's sake, let's look at the recent release about Tether, which presumably is the largest crypto. As you can see from the chart, USDT currently has a small cash percentage, making most people question their liquidity. When asked, Stuart Hegner quickly responded by saying that users shouldn't confuse actual cash for liquidity, according to an article published on theblockcrypto.com. But guys, let's be honest here. USDT has done us a huge favor of opening up the crypto market. It's only pegged to the US dollar, which makes it rather biased to one specific currency. Therefore, even though most crypto traders wouldn't want to admit it, Tether might not be the best suitable bridge currency. And that's where XRP comes in. When asked why actual cash formed only a tiny part of the total reserves, Tether's general counsel, Stuart Hegner, told The Block that it is misleading to focus exclusively on cash. Within the cash and cash equivalents category, readers should not confuse items not in actual cash with a lack of liquidity, he said. As for commercial paper details, Hegner declined to share the names of counterparties in line with standard commercial practice. But that made most people nervous, and I must say, it could potentially impact how we view Tether. All in all, Tether has played a vital role in transitioning everyone from fiat currency to the digital world. And that's it. The story so far, Bitcoin, the first and biggest cryptocurrency, was introduced in 2009. It uses an encryption key similar to those used in hard-to-break codes, hence the crypto, to establish chains of ownership in tokens that entitle their current holders to, well, ownership of those tokens. And nowadays we use Bitcoin to buy houses and cars, pay our bills, make business investments, and more. Oh wait, we don't do any of those things. 12 years on, cryptocurrencies play almost no role in normal economic activity. Almost the only time we hear about them being used as a means of payments, as opposed to speculative trading, is in association with illegal activity, like money laundering or the Bitcoin ransom colonial pipeline paid to hackers who shut it down. Another comment that Paul pointed out was the fact that cryptocurrencies do not play any normal economic activity. For lack of a better word, that's total crap. We've had tremendous uses of cryptocurrencies outside blockchain technology. And above all, several companies accept cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoins. Where's Krugman been for the last several years? Or even just the last couple of months? Cryptos are steadily taking over the world bit by bit. When he was commenting about all these cryptocurrencies, all I could think about is XRP and Ripple Labs' objectives. Now, if anyone has the same opinion as Paul, let me take you to school for a second. One of the greatest missions of RippleNet and XRP is creating a system that allows the efficient, cost-effective, and instant move of money to all corners of the world. That reduces the costs that burden most entrepreneurs whenever they are trying to move merchandise across the world. What's more, transaction validation will no longer be a hurdle in our financial markets with such a system. RippleNet makes it easier than ever to run a high-performance payment business on a global scale. That's because this advanced blockchain technology eliminates the need for pre-funding by leveraging the power of XRP through RippleNet's on-demand liquidity service. Additionally, you will also get access to SMEs from all over the world. Guys, that's real-life practical usage that will impact how we operate, especially in the global market. And that's not all. Aside from cross-border transactions, RippleNet is partnering up with several central banks to create digital currencies for them. That will work using the private ledgers offered by this network, and the partnerships will give rise to the central bank digital currencies. The private ledgers are based on the XRP ledger. This network leverages Interledger Protocol, ILP, and RippleNet technologies, bringing the best solutions together to support the central bank's needs. As we speak, the Central Bank of Egypt is already on board with the idea, and they plan to work hand in hand with Ripple Labs to make this network a possibility. Aside from the SEC lawsuit, which is currently slowing down the roadmap of this coin, XRP could be virtually unstoppable. But rather than just slowing this coin down, the SEC has placed Ripple Labs and XRP on the center stage. Now everyone is waiting to see what will happen next for this coin and the next step. As we already know, if the court case goes sideways, Ripple Labs will have to take their operations elsewhere, which from my perspective is not such a bad scenario. If the company chooses to stay in the US, they will have to register their business as a brokerage and obtain a license. That could potentially dip the profit levels of this company and also affect the price action of XRP. But if they win, then we might be witnessing the next big name in the cryptocurrency world. XRP will, in a matter of days, overtake the crypto king Bitcoin and take that #1 spot. As you can see, XRP has a practical use, and they keep expanding their mission as time goes by. So Krugman's comment comes from someone who hasn't done enough research to understand the different altcoins in the market. Let's take a closer look at XRP's price action. On this chart, you will see that the resistance is on the same as the last all-time high, $3.31. You will see that the price went down through the support 70 cents. All of these will happen only if the chart is running on the same pattern. It might take 130 days to see a massive green candle, or 96 days at least. I'm not Nostradamus, but I do believe that the price would run on the same pattern somehow. If we look at the weekly chart, Bitcoin had taken a hard hit. And what does this mean for XRP? Well, this will entirely depend on Bitcoin. Surprise, surprise. If Bitcoin recovers now and resumes the rally soon, topping out at 200,000 or more by the end of 2021, so will XRP reach the top a few weeks after the Bitcoin top. But if Bitcoin needs a longer recovery after this dump, then so will XRP need longer to reach the target prices of a few dozen USD per XRP. We thus cannot use the old charts anymore. The behavior of Bitcoin has changed, and accordingly that of XRP too. We now have to watch Bitcoin closely and see when it will resume the rally. I am convinced it will, and even if it should need longer, this is certainly not the end of the bull cycle. It was just a massive shakeout. The timing is completely off, and Bitcoin does not just do 3 times the previous all-time high. No chance. It will not settle below the 10 times the last all-time high either. Trade safely, guys. Have a great weekend to you all. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All the videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comments section below, and let's have a conversation. Thank you as always for watching. Make sure you like the video and to click on that subscribe button below. Turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing comment. Thank you again, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.